Hello there and welcome to the Visa Nerd. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Anne, and on this channel we discuss all things travel, visa and immigration. Last week I started a series on the Divi Lottery 2022 and I did an introductory video of what it is and what are the requirements for this year's application. So if you've not watched that, be sure to watch it after this video. I'll have it linked on the description box below. After this series, you'll have a better understanding on exactly how the green card works, and more importantly, you'll never make the same mistakes that may as well be causing you to not even stand a chance of winning this green card lottery. So make sure you stick around till the end. Today, I'm doing a continuation series of the Divi Lottery 2022. Have you applied to win the green card lottery yet? If not, don't worry, I have some information for you. I'm handling the frequently asked questions about the Divi Lottery for this year, specifically Divi Lottery 2022. I sent out a post from my Instagram account, The Visa Nerd, asking whether any of you have any questions about this year's Divi Lottery, the green card application. And so this video is tailor-made to respond to all of your queries. So the first question is, how does someone get a green card? And it's closely related to the second question, which is, how can I get a green card? I've always dreamt of working in the United States. And the third question was, how do I apply for the green card? Okay, there are many ways of getting a green card. You can get either through work, you can get through marriage, or if you found love, you can get through studies. You go there for studies and then end up staying in the United States. You can also get through family reunification. Say if you have children or parents who are living in the United States, once they're citizens, they can actually sponsor you to join them in the United States and thereby getting a green card. But the most obvious one is through winning a green card lottery. You can make your application for the Divi Lottery 2022 this year and stand a chance of actually winning the green card lottery and joining the United States as a permanent resident in the year 2022. Fourth question was, what are the green card qualifications? And the fifth question was also closely related to that. What are the mandatory requirements? So I've already done 2 videos regarding this. The first one being, what are the requirements of the Divi Lottery 2022, this year's green card lottery application, and the second one being the step-by-step procedure on how to apply for the Divi Lottery. I'm gonna put the link right here, as well as both links on the description box below. Be sure to check them out after this video. The sixth question is, can you apply for me? Okay. And I think it's also closely related to, I trust that you will help me get a green card. I would love to. I would love to ensure that everybody gets a green card if that was a possibility. Unfortunately, it's not. Nobody, not even I, have any influence whatsoever to dictate who gets the green card or who doesn't. Can I assist in trying to make you get the green card? That's exactly the purpose of this video, to give you and equip you with the right information for you to ensure that you make a clean submission. You make sure that you meet all the requirements and you have all the information that you may require for you to be able to put in a winner application. Let me know if indeed you actually end up winning the visa. Do you get priority if you apply first? No, it doesn't work like that. It does not. So there's a window period in which you can submit your application, and it started on the 7th of October and it goes on up until the 10th of November. So whether you applied the first person immediately when it opened, or whether you even applied the last person, your chances are still the same. If you're meant to get it, it will not matter. I know people who've actually applied even on the last day and they still got it. So it won't matter if you put in your submission as the first person or the last person. It's all the same as long as you apply within the time frame that they've specified. Then you're good to go. Are there any costs needed while applying? And I kept getting this question a lot. I actually got it several times. And closely related to that is, are there any costs needed for applying the Divi lottery? And the answer is no. I know I've mentioned this in my previous video, and the answer is still no. You don't need to pay anything for you to access the Divi lottery. It's a free lottery for all. Anybody who wishes, as long as you've met the requirements, you're eligible to apply, and it's totally for free. The only thing you need is access to internet, an email address, and the requirements that I've already covered in the previous video. So which website is free for green card application? Most of them are charging or are not free. Okay, yeah, I am aware of this. There are many websites, and the only website that I recommend is the government official website, which is www.divlottery.state.gov. I have it listed in the description box. Feel free to use that link. It is absolutely free and is the only website I recommend. I don't have a debit card. Can I pay using other means? Example, M-Pesa? No, there's no charge. Why would you need to use a debit card? Don't use other websites. Use the recommended website, and it's free of charge. You don't need your debit card. You don't need a credit card. You don't need M-Pesa. You don't need any money. It's free. What should be the background color of the photo? The photo needs to be on a clear background. By clear, I mean white background. Can I use the old Kenyan passport to apply for the green card lottery? Yes. By all means, yes. Is it valid? It's not expired, right? And it was issued by the Kenyan government. Then, by all means, use it. What if my passport is about to expire? Has it expired yet? No. That means it's still valid as at now. So make sure you use it to make that application. Make sure you submit your application before it expires, because they'll just need to confirm whether it was valid at the time of submission. Once it expires, you can proceed to get a new passport with a new expiry date. And if you happen to be a lucky winner and you're chosen to get a green card, then you'll go with the new passport, okay? And you'll give them the updated information from the new passport, and they will not have a problem with that at all. The only issue is submitting for this application when you already have an expired passport. That will not be valid. You'll be instantly disqualified, if at all you'll even be able to submit your application. By the time you're selected as a potential winner, they'll immediately send you a form called DS-260, and you'll be able to give updated information. So at that point in time is when you'll have gotten this new passport, and you'll update with the right information with the current passport that you're having. They'll have no problem whatsoever with that. Can I apply if I don't have a passport? No. Nope. There's no way you can apply if you do not have a passport. You'll be instantly disqualified, if at all you'll even be able to submit that application. Ensure that you use a passport, and one that is valid. If you don't have, definitely try and do everything that you can to make sure that you get your passport and submit your application before the deadline. This is another question that I got a lot. Is there an age limit to take part? And it's closely related to the other one, which is, what age do they look at? Is it above 20, or can a 19-year-old apply too? And also had another person asking, can you apply at 18 years? And what's the age cutoff? So for this application specifically, for the Divi lottery or the green card lottery application, there is no age limit quoted, none at all. However, based on the requirements, they need you to either have a high school diploma or high school certificate, or 2 years work experience. Now, for this particular group, what they're saying is that by default, they need you to be done with high school. They need you to be either the age of 16 years or 18 years, depending on when it is that you were able to finish high school. Not just finish it, but actually graduate and get a certificate or a high school diploma. So that's the catch. So no age requirement, but in essence, that means that you need to be either mostly 18 or 16, depending on the system. What is the deadline for application? It is on the 10th of November, 2020. Approximately how many people in the world applied? So let me share the statistics for the last 4 years. In 2016, there were a whopping 23.08 million applicants for the Divi lottery. And out of that, there were 115,968 applicants who won. So they plus their family, but the applicants were the number that I've just quoted, 115,000, alongside with their family because they come as a package. That means the applicants that won versus the ones that actually submitted their applications was 0.50%, lower than 1%, literally 0.5%. You can tell how competitive this is. So that was 2016. 2017, there were 22.42 million applicants, and the ones that won were 87,610, meaning there were more dependents under that year. The winners versus the applicants constituted to 0.39%. In 2018, there were 23.18 million applicants. Out of those, there were 83,884 winners, and that constituted to only 0.36%. Still less, way less than 1%. Okay, and finally, last year was 11.83 million. Are you seeing that? Last year, there were actually not a lot of participants. They actually kept saying that it could be your year to win, it could be your year to win, because that was like less than half of the normal participants. Does that mean that that would probably double your chances of getting it? Let's find out. There were, out of the 11.83 million participants, there were 132,404 winners. So last year, there was a 1.12% chance of winning. And yes, that means there was a double chance of you winning last year as opposed to all other previous years. I know it really looks like it's such a small chance of winning, less than 1.2% chance, and maybe even on average 1% chance of winning at best. Yeah, I know that's why there aren't a lot of lucky winners, but I still feel like it's worth it. You should still try. You never know what your luck is unless you do try. I've just answered the next question, which was, what are the possibilities of winning? So all this, as I've mentioned, as I've just indicated, it's depending on the number of participants that apply each year. But it's usually between 0.36% and 1.15% chance of actually winning. Thank you. Subscribe!